So okay, fine. So now let's start the session. And before that, let me share my screen. So as we have discussed in the last session, in this session we are going to discuss about the structure of Java program. Mostly the structure is very common and you are aware about the structure, but still as a part of theory we should know this, like what kind of structure will be there and how we can write any program. And as of now we have even completed few programs also, so now it is the right time to understand the structure. Otherwise this topic we should cover in the beginning, but at that time if we have covered it then you may not have an idea. That's why I thought that after having 2 to 3 programs we will discuss this topic. So generally for all the programming languages there is certain kind of structure which we need to follow. Fine, if you talk about C language, then you know that in the beginning we need to include the header files, then we can define the main functions. Inside the main function we can do variable declaration and other stuff. Then we can implement the logic. And so similarly for all the programming languages you need to follow the structure which that programming language is having. So if I talk about Java, then again it is divided into various sections, and those sections are, the first section is known as documentation section. The second section is known as package statement. Third one is known as import statements, or you can say import section, both are same. The next one is interface. Then it comes to class definitions. And at the end your main method declaration or definition. Fine, or you can say let me just go in depth. It's a main method class, and inside this you can go with main method definition. So mostly there are 6 sections. Fine, if I talk about Java programming, then you need to follow this structure of the program. So we are going to discuss all the sections one by one. Mostly in this topic I'm going to cover the theoretical things only, because later on each and everything we are going to implement throughout the semester. And so as of now I will just give an idea what this section is all about, and later on we will discuss it. So if I talk about documentation section, then yeah, so do you have any idea about this section? Like why this section is there? What is the use?
सर इसमें इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर होती है ना?
Correct. So what kind of information will be stored in this section?
कब क्रिएट किया था वो सब, ऑथर का नेम.
Correct. So generally we can say to putting the comments, we can go with this kind of section. So mostly it is not that this section comes first only, but mostly before starting the program, in most of the programs you will find that uh, uh, the people have written certain things like this program is for what, who has created this program. So basic details of all the programs. Fine. So whenever you want to give certain basic information about any Java program, as you said, like who has developed this program, at what time you have created this program, what is the name of the program, why you have created this. So there are many things which you can write before starting the program. So ultimately, to put all kind of comments, you can go with this section. And as I said, it is not that you can put these comments at the beginning only. You can use comments in between the programs also. And so whenever you give certain information before starting the program, then it comes under this section, which is documentation section. So again, for commenting, you can go with single line comment, multi-line comment, the way you are using it for other programming languages. Same comments you can use for Java also. So it's very simple thing. Whenever you want to give details about the program, it includes all the details. At that time, it comes under documentation section. Fine, is it fine? So there is nothing which is dealing with technical things. This is just for your understanding. Is it fine? Documentation section?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So ultimately, to give the entire description of the program, you can put certain things in comments before starting the programs, which generally I am also doing whenever I explain the things to you. You might have observed that I am putting something in the comment. So that comes under documentation section. Then the second one is very important, package statement. So again, documentation section is not compulsory. It's an optional one. Fine, it is not. Then comes package statement, which is very interesting concept in Java. See, and it is not for Java, for all the programming language. The concept of package is very important because there could be certain things which are defined inbuilt in the package itself, and you should access those inbuilt things. Otherwise, for each and everything, you need to write the code again and again. Fine. If I talk about C language, then you are aware that to print something in C language, we are using printf statement, and printf statement is defined in one of the header file, which is standard input IO, standard IO.h. So you need to include that header file to get access of all the inbuilt functions. And otherwise, if the header file is not there, or let's say the concept of header file is not there, in that case you need to write the entire logic of printf function again. Whenever you want to print something, you need to implement that entire function. While in this case, what happens? The function is implemented and it is imported in the header file. So as and when needed, you can include the header files and you can get access of all the functions. So within one click, you can access it. So same thing is happening here. In one of the last session, as I said, in Java, whenever you want to access any inbuilt things, let's say I want to access an inbuilt method, then I need to be aware about the class name. फाइन, हमें पता पता होना चाहिए कि ये जो मेथड है इनबिल्ट मेथड वो कौन से क्लास में है. So accordingly we need to create the object of that class. Then and only then we can access the method. Similarly, once I found the class name, मुझे वो भी पता होना चाहिए कि this class is defined in which package. Fine. So if I know that this class is defined in this package, to access that class I need to import the package. तो अगर मैं कोई भी प्रोग्राम लिखना स्टार्ट करता हूँ और मैंने पहला ही स्टेटमेंट लिख दिया पैकेज वाला, what does it mean? The entire program will be created under that package. Package means, consider that package means your folder. And very simple syntax to define package is, you need to do like this only. Package keyword and package name, let's say P and semicolon, that's it. So from now onwards, whatever I write, let's say class ABC, just give the entire demo so that you will get it correctly. For example, this is my program and I have written first statement, which is package P and semicolon. What does it mean? Whatever I have written below this package, everything comes under this class, under this package. So later on, if needed, let's say in my other program, if I want to access display method, तो मुझे वो पता होना चाहिए कि ये डिस्प्ले मेथड है वो कौन से क्लास में है. तो हमें पता है कि वो क्लास एबीसी में है. फाइन. एंड ये फाइल दूसरी फाइल है, हमारी फाइल नहीं है. तो अभी मुझे वो भी पता होना चाहिए कि मेरा जो ये क्लास है वो कौन सा पैकेज में है, पी में. तो मैं उससे इंपोर्ट कर सकता हूँ, द वे वी आर इंपोर्टिंग ऑल दी इनबिल्ट पैकेजेस. तो मैं दूसरे प्रोग्राम में ऐसा लिखूंगा, इंपोर्ट पी डॉट स्टार. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि ये जो पैकेज पी है उसकी सारी प्रॉपर्टीज में एक्सेस कर सकता हूँ यहाँ पे. तो ये मैंने इंपोर्ट कर दिया है, तो मैं अब एबीसी का ऑब्जेक्ट दूसरी फाइल में भी क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ. आर यू गेटिंग मी? Yes
सर
or no?
रिपीट करो ने को
Okay. Let's say I'm having one more file. And let just forget about this. ये मेरी पहली फाइल है. वहां पे मैंने क्या किया, मैंने एक पैकेज डिफाइन किया P. जैसे मैंने बोला पैकेज मीन्स योर फोल्डर. यहाँ पे मैं जैसे लिखता हूँ पैकेज P, उसका मतलब ये हुआ कि मेरी जो मैंने जहाँ पे ये प्रोग्राम स्टोर किया है, वन फोल्डर विल बी क्रिएटेड एट दैट प्लेस. फाइन. वो जगह पे एक फोल्डर क्रिएट होगा और वो फोल्डर का नाम होगा P. उस फोल्डर के अंदर ये सभी क्लास फाइल होगी. तो अभी कोई दूसरी फाइल है, लेट्स से दिस इज माय सेकंड फाइल वेयर आई हैव रिटन वन मोर प्रोग्राम, फॉर एग्जांपल क्लास DEF. इसमें भी मेरी मेन मेथड है. लेट मी जस्ट कॉपी इट फ्रॉम हियर. और यहाँ पे मुझे ये डिस्प्ले को कॉल करना है. देन व्हाट शुड आई डू? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. ये दोनों फाइल अलग है, एक ही फाइल में दोनों क्लास नहीं है. दिस इज माय वन फाइल which is ABC, this is another file which is DEF. My question is I want to access this display method in different file, in this file. तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा?
सर जो आपने अभी किया था ना इम्पोर्ट वाला, वही
Yes,
आप
correct.
करेंगे.
So here I need to be aware that display method is defined in class ABC and class ABC is defined in package P. यहाँ पे हमने ऐसा लिखा है package P. It means this class file is created inside this folder. So as and when I import this package, I will get access of all the properties of this package. As of now, there is only one class, but I may have more classes also. Let's say I have one more class which is demo. Inside this demo class, there could be certain variables, methods. I may have one more class, let's say demo 1. Inside this class also, I may have n number of things. So whatever I want to access each and everything, I need to import this package because everything is part of this package. Fine. Before starting the program, in the beginning only, I have created the package. What does it mean? One folder is created where you will find class file of all the classes. Whenever we will compile this file, it will create all the class files, and all class files will be stored in this folder. So later on, if needed, if I want to access any properties, I need to import the package. And if package is imported, then and only then I can find this class. And if I can find the class, then and only then this method will be visible there. तो यहाँ पे मुझे ऐसा करना पड़ेगा. Yes.
ये फोल्डर एक्चुअल में बनेगा कि आप एक हाइपोथेसिस लगा रहे हैं कि ऐसा
No,
बनता है?
no, एक्चुअल में बनेगा. जैसे हम पैकेज P लिखेंगे यहाँ पे, then automatically the folder will be created. But for that, while compiling, we need to give certain commands. For the programs which are related for package, whenever we will compile the file, we need to write certain other codes. So that we are going to discuss in the chapter which is package. As of now, I am just giving an idea. Otherwise, the folder will be created in actual. Fine.
ओके सर.
या तो यहाँ पे हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि मुझे अभी डिस्प्ले को कॉल करना है, तो मुझे पता है कि डिस्प्ले है वो ABC में है. सो वैसे ही अगर मैं यहाँ पे ABC का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करूंगा लाइक दिस, ABC will be equal to new ABC, and if I will compile this file, then surely I will get an error because class ABC is not there inside this file. Are you with me?
Yes sir.
Yeah, so we have created object of class ABC where class ABC is not part of this file. So obviously we are going to get compilation error. But मुझे पता है कि ये क्लास ABC मैंने पैकेज P में डिफाइन किया है. तो यहाँ पे मैं अगर उसको इंपोर्ट कर दूंगा, import p.star, now I will not get that kind of error. Now ABC is visible for me because I have imported this package P, and inside P ABC class is there. So now there is no error. We have created the object of this class, and using the object I can access the method ob.display. This is the use of package. As of now, we will not get the output because I need to explain few more things regarding package. But as of now, I am giving an idea. Actually, this is what we are going to do. Fine. So this is the use of package. If we don't declare package here, then this file will be separate file. In that case, I cannot have access of any of the things which are defined inside this class. तो अगर यहाँ पे पैकेज नहीं होता तो मुझे डिस्प्ले एक्सेस करनी है तो वो मैं नहीं कर सकता. Are you getting the use of package? Yes or no? Any doubts so far?
सॉरी सर, आप रिपीट कर सकते हैं?
Okay.
सर रिपीट करो ना सर।
Yeah, let me repeat it again. See, अभी मेरे पास एक फाइल है. This is my one file, and before starting the program, I have written one statement which is package P. This is what I have declared the package. Fine, I have declared the package. What does it mean? Whenever I will compile this file, one folder will be created and name of that folder will be P. So far, is it fine?
यस सर.
Yeah, so whenever I will compile this file, one folder will be created and name of that folder would be P. So what does it mean? Inside this package, whatever things are there, everything will be part of this folder. That's why we are creating the package. जैसे आप सी का जब प्रोग्राम करते थे तो वहां पे आपको ऐसे कई फोल्डर दिखते थे, TC, then bin, BGI, if you remember. Even include was
Yes,
there.
sir.
So include was one of the folder, and inside that folder there were many header files. So similarly, if I write package P, it means one folder will be created which is P, and whenever I will compile this file, it will create the class files of all the classes. So as of now I am having one class which is ABC, then demo and demo1. So it will create 3 different class files, and all the class files will be part of this folder P. So in another program, whenever I want to refer any property of any class in different file, I am talking about different file, that is very important. Within this file we can do whatever we want just by creating the object. But in the different file, let's say I want to access the property of class ABC. So now this file is separate. This file is separate where there is no connection of both the files. So straight away you cannot write like this ABC OB equal to new ABC, because whenever you will compile this second file, compiler will try to identify whether class ABC is there in this file. If yes, then compiler is not having any problem. But if that class is not there, then straight away it will give compilation error. Class ABC not found. And so as of now, if you create the object like this, then you will not be able to create the object because there is no such class where name is ABC. तो अभी मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, ये दोनों फाइल सेम ही फोल्डर में होगी. This file must be stored in the same folder. So whenever I write import, so this is the syntax of import that we are going to discuss in the third one. So I'm clubbing it, I'm clubbing both the things together, and so that you can have clear understanding. So जैसे हमने पैकेज बना दिया, now next thing is how to access the properties of that package. So for that you need to import the things. जैसे आप C में include करते हो वैसे जावा में आपको import करना पड़ेगा. And the syntax for importing packages is import then package name which is P dot. If you want to access specific things, specific meaning, let's say from this class I want to access class ABC only, I don't want to access demo and demo1. In that case I can write class name like this, import P dot ABC and semicolon. So the meaning of this statement would be I will be able to access all the properties of class ABC which is defined inside this package. ये जो पैकेज P था उसके अंदर ये ABC क्लास है, उसकी जो क्लास फाइल है वो कंप्लीटली एंटायर क्लास फाइल आई कैन एक्सेस इन दिस सेपरेट फाइल. तो यहाँ पे जो मेन मेथड है, डिस्प्ले मेथड है, दूसरा कुछ होगा, यहाँ पे कुछ वेरिएबल्स हो गए, तो वो सबका एक्सेस मुझे इस फाइल में मिल जाएगा क्योंकि नाउ आई हैव इंपोर्टेड इट. पैकेज अभी मैंने इंपोर्ट कर दिया है. सो आई कैन से नाउ बोथ द फाइल्स आर हैविंग कनेक्शन. आर यू गेटिंग मी?
तो सर
यस.
तो सर हम क्लास DEF की जो वैल्यूज है तो हम वो ABC में एक्सेस कर सकते हैं.
सॉरी, DEF
की जो हमने देखो डिस्प्ले, हमने DEF ABC क्लास का डिस्प्ले है वो क्लास DEF में जैसे इंपोर्ट किया तो हम DEF की जो कुछ फाइल्स होगी तो हम वो ABC में वो इंपोर्ट कर सकते हैं.
नो, ऑब्वियसली नो. व्हाई? Can anyone give this answer? The answer is no, but why? Anyone?
सर बिकॉज उधर इंपोर्ट नहीं लिखा है क्योंकि वहाँ पैकेज पी से स्टार्ट किया है.
Correct. यहाँ पे देखो, for example, in class DEF, let me define one more method. Now you have got the entire things. Let's say one more method is there, public void print. And जैसे तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन था कि ये प्रिंट मेथड को मुझे यहाँ पे ये जो पहली फाइल है एबीसी वाली उसमें एक्सेस करना है, then surely we will not be able to access this file because this class doesn't belong to any package. यहाँ पे मैंने पैकेज लिखा ही नहीं है, तो पहला तो वो हो गया कि ये पैकेज में डिफाइन ही नहीं है, ये वैसे ही सेपरेट क्लास फाइल है. फाइन, तो अगर मुझे वहां पे एक्सेस चाहिए तो यहाँ पे भी एक पैकेज बनाना पड़ेगा. लेट्स से पैकेज P1. मैंने यहाँ पे फर्स्ट लाइन पे लिख दिया पैकेज P1. व्हाट डज इट मीन? whatever I write before after this statement, everything will be part of this package P1. And now in this file I can import the file like this. I can write import p1.star. If I write dot star, it means I can access all the classes. For specific class I need to write, let's say DEF. So now I will be able to access that file also. Fine.
Sir,
are you getting me? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can we close the package?
Can we?
Close the package.
Yeah, as soon as you end the program, the package will be closed. But here, let's say in this program you have written package P1, then the entire code will be covered in P1 only. So you cannot do like that in class D. I want class DF only in this package. If you want to do like that, then go with the separate file. So as of now we have Notepad. That's why you need to go with separate file. Otherwise, in the IDEs you will get the option to create the separate package. It's very easy. Whenever we will use NetBeans, Eclipse, at that time it's very simple. You can just right click and you can create the package and write the class in the separate package. So that's how you can end the package. Otherwise, for Notepad, whatever you write before, whatever you write after this statement will be part of that package. Is it fine?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So any doubts so far regarding package and import statement? Then tell me.
No, sir.
So this is how generally we are using the concept of package and import statement. But again, as I said, one dedicated chapter is there for package. At that time, we will create n number of packages and we will import the packages. So you will come to know how you can define the package, how you can import the package, and how it is beneficial. Because there are many things which you can define only once and you can use it as and when needed by importing the packages. And so this is really a good concept to learn. So in that chapter we will go in depth. We will create many packages, we will import it, and we will see how you can access all the properties in different files. So here that's why the two sections are there, package statement and import statements. So using package statement you can simply create the package, and the syntax is very similar as I said, a package keyword and name of the package and semicolon. And it's very simple. Yes.
सर अगर हम पैकेज पी लिख के इंपोर्ट P1 लिख रहे हैं तो P के अंदर सब फोल्डर बना होगा P1 का, ऐसा कुछ होगा?
नो, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, ये जो इंपोर्ट वाला है वो पैकेज नहीं है, वो दूसरी फाइल है. P1 भी फोल्डर है, P भी फोल्डर ही है. फाइन, लेट मी.
हाँ सर, वो मैं समझ गया. मैं बट ऐसा कह रहा हूँ कि जैसे आपने डेफ में उधर लिखा था पैकेज P1, तो डेफ वैसे तो P पे भी आ ही रहा होगा क्योंकि इंपोर्ट आपने
नो. सो इन दैट केस the thing is not like that. This class file will be there inside this. It is not the case. The location of the class file would be there in P1 only, but we are just accessing it from there, from that place.
ओके सर, समझ गया मैं.
समझ गए? तो दोनों फोल्डर होंगे.
सर.
पहला जो फोल्डर है उसमें एबीसी वाली क्लास फाइल होगी, दूसरा फोल्डर है उसमें डीएफ वाली क्लास फाइल होगी. तो एबीसी में हम उसको केवल एक्सेस ही करते हैं, वहां से हम उठाते नहीं है.
ओके सर.
Yeah. So this is the use of both the statements, package statement and import statement. And syntax for import is you can write import keyword, then name of the package. So let's say if it is user defined, you can write package name directly dot for specific themes, like let's say I want to access any particular class demo, so you can write demo. But if you want to access everything, then you can write star. So this is the syntax: import p dot star. And if I talk about any inbuilt packages, then again I can write the package name. So in one of the last session, as we have discussed, there are many packages like java.lang is there, java.awt, java.util. So in that case, you can write like this: java.util.star. This is how you can import the package. So today only we will see the use of util package. So this is all about package statement and import statement. Then one more is there, which is interface. So as of now, you may not have an idea, but it is very similar to class. So again, for interface, we have a dedicated chapter, or you can say dedicated topic. Mostly we are using interface to achieve the multiple inheritance. If you remember in the first or second session, I was telling that Java doesn't allow multiple inheritance, while most of the other programming languages are having that concept, but Java doesn't have a multiple inheritance. That also we will see why it doesn't support multiple inheritance due to certain things. Straight away, Java is not having this concept. Java is having single level, multi-level, hierarchical, but and hybrid is also there, but multiple inheritance is not there in Java. So to achieve multiple inheritance, we need to use the concept of interface. So mostly in Java, interface is designed for achieving the multiple inheritance, and there are certain things like in any class, if I want to declare certain variables as final, then without using final keyword, if you declare it in interface, then all the variables will be considered as final. But again, don't worry about this part as of now, because we are going to cover it. So don't get confused. As of now, you just need to remember that to achieve multiple inheritance in Java, you can use interface statement. Fine? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Forget about other things. Whatever I have said, like whatever variables we define inside interface will be final, methods will be abstract, because that we are going to cover in the topic when we will discuss interface. At that time, I will cover everything. So don't worry.
सर एक बार आप ये बता सकते हैं, आपने जैसे import java.util लिखा है, तो
Yes.
वैसे तो काफ़ी सारे पैकेजेस होंगे, तो
Yes.
हम लोग खुद से पैकेजेस बनाते हैं कि वो जो पहले से बने उनको यूज़ करेंगे?
नो, हम दोनों करेंगे। जैसे कि यहाँ पे यूटिल है, एप्लेट है, AWT है, आईओ है, ये जो पैकेजेस है वो इनबिल्ट पैकेज है, वो तो हम एक्सेस करेंगे ही हर प्रोग्राम में। लेकिन जब हम ये चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे पैकेज वाला, तब हम ऐसा भी करेंगे कि हम यूजर डिफाइंड पैकेज बनाएंगे, यूजर डिफाइंड क्लास बनाएंगे और यूजर डिफाइंड मेथड भी बनाएंगे, और इनको हम दूसरे पैकेज में एक्सेस करने की ट्राई करेंगे।
ओके सर। मतलब सर अभी जैसे हमने कोई ऐसा डिस्प्ले का बनाया है, तो ये यूटिल में होगा, हम लोगों को फिर पता होना चाहिए ना कि यूटिल क्या करता है, वो आईओ में
yes,
कौन
but
से कौन
this is not a part of util, this is user defined, so it's a part of this package only, p.
ओके।
सो वैसे जैसे आपने बोला कि यूटिल है, तो वो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि यूटिल पैकेज है, उनमें दिस पैकेज के अंदर कितने क्लासेस है, वो आपको पता होना चाहिए। देन एंड ओनली देन यू विल बी एबल टू फाइंड यूज ऑफ क्लासेस। तो मैंने बोला
ये भी तभी आएगा ना सर कि ये यूटिल क्या करता है, और जैसे इनमें से कौन से पैकेजेस हम।
No, so it is just like the naming convention. For example, util is for providing all the utilities. Fine. So utility related functions will be part of util. Similarly, input output related functions will be part of IO. Then later on we are going to design the things using Java. हम बाद में बटन प्लेस करेंगे, रेडियो बटन प्लेस करेंगे, लिस्ट बनाएंगे, तो वो जो GUI डिजाइन करना है, एवरीथिंग इज अ पार्ट ऑफ applet and AWT. So at that time, for applet and AWT is also one package is there, which is applet. Fine. So those are the names only. Util is name only. Otherwise, we can say for the things which is providing utilities, all the utilities, like if I want to get the values from user, if I want to perform certain calculation based on date and time. So date and time is one kind of utility. So it comes under util, something like this. But again, whenever we will use ID, netbin, At that time, as soon as you write util dot, you will find list of all the classes, and based on the name only you will come to know. Whenever you will move your mouse, you will find all the, because I am not saying you need to remember name of all the classes of util package. This is not possible and we should not do that also. नहीं, हमें ऐसा नहीं करना है कि मैं कभी आपको ऐसा नहीं बोलूंगा कि util में कितने classes है. You can have a list of 2 to 3 classes, that's fine, but otherwise util is having many classes. तो हमें पता ही नहीं होता है कि वो क्लास क्या काम करता है अभी. फाइन, बट मेरी कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट है, मुझे पता है कि मुझे ऐसा करना है, तो एट दैट टाइम आई कैन गो फॉर util पैकेज एंड आई कैन मूव माय माउस एंड आई कैन सी व्हाट दिस क्लास विल डू. तो मैं जब स्कैनर पे मूव करूंगा तो मुझे वहां पे डिस्प्ले होगा, पूरा इंट्रोडक्शन मिलेगा कि स्कैनर क्लास इज ऑल अबाउट दिस, एंड इफ आई फाइंड दैट दिस इज माय रिक्वायरमेंट, देन श्योरली आई कैन यूज स्कैनर क्लास. मुझे कभी डेट प्रिंट करनी है, टाइम प्रिंट करना है, तो मैं जब util में मूव करूंगा तो मुझे पता होगा कि util में डेट नाम का एक क्लास है, टाइम नाम का क्लास है, और ये दोनों क्लास में देयर आर सर्टेन इनबिल्ट प्रॉपर्टीज व्हिच कैन गिव स्पेसिफिक टाइम, स्पेसिफिक डेट. फाइन, सो वो मेरी रिक्वायरमेंट थी, तो मुझे पता चला कि ये क्लास मेरे लिए अभी काम का है और एक क्लास है util में डिफाइन है, तो मुझे util को इंपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा, इसका ऑब्जेक्ट बनाना पड़ेगा, और इसका ऑब्जेक्ट जो बनता है उसके थ्रू मैं इसकी सभी सारी जो मेथड्स है वो एक्सेस करूंगा. सो दिस इज हाउ वी विल डू. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And last two things which we are generally doing for any class, as you know, you can have n number of classes, so you can define classes. You can see here I have defined class demo 1, demo 3, demo 4. I can define n number of classes. So Java program will have class definitions also. And
sir.
Yes.
सर वो ऋषि शायद बाहर है, वो बोल रहा है कि आप उसको अंदर ऐड कर लीजिए.
Okay, just a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks. So this is for the other classes. Other than main class, we may have many classes which we can define in the single program. So we can define n number of classes. So that's why this section is for those things. And last one is for any program, as I said, there will be one main method, and main method will be defined in one class. So that class is your main class which you are going to execute. So at least one main class will be there. So you can say this is compulsory. And class definition, what do you think, optional or compulsory?
Sir, compulsory.
Sir, compulsory.
Is it compulsory?
सर क्योंकि हमें लिखना ही पड़ता ना, तभी तो बनेगा जावा में.
So for example, this is my main class, fine. And what if I just remove this?
Sir, not compulsory.
Yeah,
but sir class तो
this is an
आपने
optional
class
one.
तो लिखा.
No, what I said, class definition section is for other classes. Other than main class, there will be many classes. So as per our need, we can define the classes. So for example, for this program, you can see there is one class which is my main class, because inside this class main method is defined. Now let's say I have defined few more classes like demo, then let's say demo 1, thing like this. So this is not compulsory. If I need the use of these classes, I can define it, otherwise I can remove it. It is not compulsory, but this is compulsory. The class in which I have defined main method is compulsory, and so that's why you can say last section is compulsory, but this is an optional one. It's up to your requirement. If it is needed, you can implement it, or else it is an optional one. Are you getting this?
Yes sir.
Yeah.
Yes sir.
Then what do you think about interface? Is it compulsory or optional one?
Optional.
Optional is
Correct. It is also an optional one, because compulsory we don't need to create the interface. Then what about import? Is it compulsory or optional?
Optional. उसका फंक्शन का यूज करना है तो करना है, बाकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है.
But it is not compulsory to import the statements. Fine. If we need, then we can import it, otherwise it is optional. What about package?
Optional.
Correct. So other than main method class, you can see all the other sections are optional, because for simple program, the need is we need to create the class and we need to define the main method. This is the structure. Then later on, as per your need, you can modify the things. If you want this class to be part of any package, then you can declare the package. If you want to access the properties of different packages, then you can import the package. In the same file, if you want to create one more class, then you can create the class. In the same class or in the same file, if you want to create the interface, then you can create the interface also, like this, that we are going to discuss later on. So these are the things which are not compulsory. Yes, go ahead.
સર આપે એક પ્રોગ્રામમાં મલ્ટીપલ ક્લાસીસ આપે ક્રિએટ કર્યા હોય
Okay.
કદાચ આ પ્રોગ્રામ સેવ કરી તો સર કયો આપે ક્લાસ કયા ક્લાસ નેમ થી આપણે પ્રોગ્રામ સેવ કરવાનો?
The class in which your main method is defined.
ओके सर.
तो यहाँ पे देखो हमारा पास एबीसी है, डेमो है, तो मुझे पता है कि मेरी जो मेन मेथड है वो एबीसी में डिफाइन है, तो मुझे इस फाइल को abc.java से सेव करना है. और अगर मैं सेव कोई दूसरी फाइल नेम से करता हूँ देन ऑल्सो इट इज फाइन, बट व्हेनेवर वी रन द फाइल वी नीड टू रन दिस फाइल विथ दिस क्लास नेम ओनली. जावा स्पेस एबीसी लिखूंगा तभी ये प्रोग्राम रन होगा और यहाँ से आपका एग्जीक्यूशन स्टार्ट होगा. फाइन. Yeah, so this is all about the structure of Java program. If you talk about any simple program, then it may have these 6 sections where only last section is compulsory because it includes your main class. Other than main class, all the other sections are optional, and each and every section is having specific use. As I said, documentation section includes all the comments. So before writing programs, if you want to write certain things like description of the program, author name, or whatever, all those things you can put as a part of comments. Then if you want your program to be a part of any package, then you can write the package statement. This is the syntax: package keyword and package name and semicolon. And if you want to access the properties of other packages, then always you can go with import statements, and this is the syntax: import keyword, then package name dot either star or specific things that you can do. And in your program, to achieve multiple inheritance, you can go with interface statements. Again, other than multiple inheritance, interface is having many other advantages, but that we are going to discuss later on. Then you may have more classes also if needed, but it is not compulsory to implement 4 to 5 classes. If you need, you can implement, otherwise only one class is needed where you define your main method. So now tell me if you have any doubts. Otherwise, I am done with this structure of Java program.
No, sir.
Fine. Any doubts? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, great. Great. So in the next session, we will see how to, now the things are very interesting, how to get the values from user. From next session, we will see how we can fetch the values from user. Like in C language, you were doing this thing using scanf function. If I want user to enter certain values based on my commands, fine. So for example, if I say enter something, enter your value, user will give the value, and based on that value, I need to do something. So that we can do in Java also. And so using the concept of scanner class, we will do that. And let me just give the hint. Scanner class is a part of java.util package. So my question is, if I want to access scanner class, do I need to import this package java.util? Is it needed?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Why? Because java.util is not the default package. Can anyone tell me what is the default package for Java?
LANG.
Correct. Java.lang is the default package. So
डिफॉल्ट पैकेज का मतलब?
डिफॉल्ट पैकेज का मतलब ये है कि ये जो पैकेज है उसके अंदर जो भी क्लासेस डिफाइन हुए हैं उसको एक्सेस करने के लिए हमें इंपोर्ट नहीं करना है. Without importing this package, we can access all the classes. Like one class is system, one is string, one is integer. These are not the data types, because you can see for each letter, first letter is capital. In Java, there is one concept which is concept of wrapper class. So wrapper class is nothing but all the data types, whatever data types we have, for each data type we have dedicated inbuilt classes, and inside each class there will be many properties using which we can do our task easily. तो यहाँ पे जो मैंने string लिखा है data type नहीं है. अगर मैं ऐसे लिखता then it is a data type, but मैंने यहाँ पे string का S capital किया है, ये class name है. Similarly, integer is also not data type. If I talk about data type, then int is the data type. This is the class. So there are many such classes where all the classes are defined in this package lang, and that's why while accessing all of these classes we don't need to import this package. आपको पता है यहाँ पे हम system लिखते हैं main method में system.out.println. So we are using system without importing this package. Are you getting me?
Yes sir.
Because सभी प्रोग्राम में आपने देखा होगा कि हम system.out.println लिखते हैं, लेकिन कोई भी प्रोग्राम ऐसा नहीं था कि वहां पे मैंने java.lang को इंपोर्ट किया है. Otherwise, system class is defined in this package only. But as it is a default package, we don't need to import this package. We can directly access all the classes. But for scanner, it is not the case, because scanner is defined in util package and this is not the default. तो जब हम अगले लेक्चर में जब स्कैनर का यूज करेंगे, उसका ऑब्जेक्ट बनाएंगे, तो वैसे ही हम उसको एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते. To get access of this class and all the properties of this class, we need to import this package, and that we will do. So far is it fine? Any doubt?
No sir.
Yeah, so now I want to get the feedback about Java only. Are you enjoying the session? Should I change the teaching style or anything? Then tell me.
नहीं सर, सब बढ़िया ही है.
Okay, that's good, but it should be applicable to everyone. Otherwise, for 2 or 3 people, I know it is going fine. Yeah, so everyone can give the answer. You can write in chat also. I'm going through it. If you need me to change the style, I am very flexible. I can change the style also. But as I said, I need more interaction, then and only then you and me both will enjoy.
No सर, सब बढ़िया ही है.
ठीक है, चलो. Then we will go with the same thing. Whatever we are doing, we will go with the same concept. Fine. But you can stop me if you find that this is not the good way, and if you are getting bored, then tell me so that I can make it interesting. जैसे हमने बोला था कि बीच बीच में हम कुछ ऐसी कमेंट्स करेंगे, कुछ करेंगे, so that the environment will be very light. But as I said, this is the initial phase, so I want to cover maximum things so that your base gets strong. And once you will be more confident in the basic things, then surely by playing we can complete this subject. अभी ये इनिशियल फेज है, तो हमें थोड़ा इसमें पूरा फोकस करना है. जब ये बेस कंप्लीट हो जाएगा तो हम हंसते खेलते ही ये सब्जेक्ट पूरा कर देंगे, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. And so try to focus more. Yeah, so now you can have a break and you can join the next session. See you tomorrow.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Yeah,
Bye
bye bye.